So with the announcements out of the way, I know you're anxious to hear from them, as I am. Let's hear from our artists. We're going to start with Trudy Askew, who has her exhibition here, Obscure Narratives.
Hi, my exhibition is out of the ordinary for me because all the work is small. In the past, I've only done really large paintings. And also, there's no theme that runs through it. As I painted, every time I would finish one painting, I felt like jumping to something totally different. And that impulse remains with me right now. But in the past, I've had a theme, a heavy theme that ran through the show. So that's very different. There are paintings there about, I have one painting that is on a contemporary topic, and that painting is called I Told You This Would Happen.
Let's explain.
Well, you'll have to look and figure that out. On another topic, I have a eulogy to my goldfish. It's called Eulogy to My Goldfish. Free at last. That isn't, the last part isn't on the label because the label wouldn't accept more words. But I always feel for pets that are caged, you know, and to spend your life in a bowl, I think death might be better. And I really love painting dogs, and usually in many of my exhibits here in the back, I will show different dogs. And the coin says, "In dog we trust." There's a witch that's, it's called clairvoyant. She's figuring out what the future will be. Anyway, I have a number of different paintings. The approaches are different and the topics are different. And are there any questions? Well, I'll turn it over to Kay.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, well, I really don't like this thing. Anyway, I'm Kay Sarver, and I titled my show Sleepwalking, which obviously this isn't about sleepwalking. It's just sort of, since the beginning of this year, I've sort of felt like I'm in this dream, or maybe a chaotic nightmare, and I'm walking through it. And so it was just the kind of work that was coming out of that process. And it started out kind of innocently enough with the Houston snowstorm, and I just did a couple pieces from that. And then I was like, the snowman started to make me think about the magic of things, and that childlike sort of feel. And at the same time, I was getting involved with tarot cards, of all things. And you can thank this young man over here because he made his own deck, Patrick McGrath Muniz, and it influenced me a great deal. And so I ended up not only collecting tarot, but learning to read it. And it was affecting how I was seeing these archetypes and the symbols and the meanings behind them. And I was also affecting my creative process, what I wanted to touch base with or what I was feeling in order to kind of escape some of these crazy times, which is what I used to do as a child. And I was sort of borrowing from that same thing, because as a child I would just spend endless hours drawing creatures and animals in the forest, and like their little villages and stuff. And I would just go into this, not consciously aware that I was escaping, but in this day and age, I was thinking, well, I'm just going to work from my imagination and you see how that makes me feel, and not worry about how that might affect someone else. It was my journey, my process through this. And then something began to, I not only was seeing things more clearly, my intuition was being honed, but I was beginning to see that there was this this ancient loving energy coming into alignment. And it was something that I think was helping us to open our hearts. And in these times, I think more than ever, I'm seeing the need for that. And so I was doing this for myself, but I was hoping that it affected, others as well, or felt that same kind of something that I think we need more of. And also seeing the magic here, like there really is magic, and we just get caught up in our everyday life and our struggles, and we forget who we are and how wonderful we are. And you see it in times of tragedies like Harvey and things we've gone through, and you see people coming forward and doing risking their life for a stranger. So we have that. We are that. And I'm going to continue with this. This is just the beginning of the journey for me. So I'm so happy to see you all. I'm glad you came. Thank you. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you all. Any questions from anyone? Questions, anyone? Okay, thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone.